What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Southern guy here, and this is an official NXT review, the NXT Takeover Toronto review for tonight's NXT Takeover that just took place live on the WWE Network. This is the official NXT review for the NXT Takeover Toronto, where we saw the return of Mickie James taking on Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship. Also, we saw Bobby Roode in action, and so much more. And the NXT Championship was on the line tonight. Nakamura versus Joe, who came out victorious tonight in that matchup. We're going to talk about that and so much more in this official NXT review, NXT Takeover Toronto review for y'all just for tonight. Tomorrow is Survivor Series, or the live of the WWE Network. Don't forget about that. There will be an official Survivor Series match card review immediately following Survivor Series live on the WWE Network. But tonight we're going to talk about NXT Takeover. It's all about NXT tonight. And tomorrow will be all about Survivor Series, the 5-on-5 men's match and the 5-on-5 women's match and the 5-on-5 tag team match, and plus Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. You know my thoughts on that. You know my thoughts on the Goldberg-Brock Lesnar match. Goldberg will not walk out. It's already been said WWE is planning to have Brock Lesnar walk out Survivor Series as the winner of Survivor Series over Goldberg. But we're going to talk about that tomorrow night. Survivor Series is tomorrow night, so we're going to talk about that and save that for tomorrow night. But tonight, NXT TakeOver, Bobby Roode was in action against Ty Dillinger. It says Bobby Roode could not have begun a more glorious fashion when he entered NXT TakeOver Toronto to amazing sight of a full chorus singing his magnificent entrance theme, Glorious. However, the mood would shift very serious quickly as his opponent Ty Dillinger in the open contest for a hot Toronto crowd. The two did not hold anything back, putting forth an incredible, exciting contest that saw the momentum shift several times over. It seemed that others thought that the Perfect 10 had Bobby Roode on the brink of defeat in the match. The final stages until Bobby Roode was able to smash Ty Dillinger into the ring post, then follow up with a DDT and clutched a glorious victory and ruined Ty Dillinger's homecoming. There you have it, guys. Bobby Roode defeated Ty Dillinger with a DDT. And Ty Dillinger got beat by Bobby Roode tonight in his homecoming. TM61, the Authors of Pain defeated TM61 in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, with Paul Ellering suspended above the ring in a cage. With WWE Hall of Famer Paul Ellering suspended above the ring in a cage, as it means to make sure he would not interfere. The Authors of Pain took on the dynamic thing of TM61 at the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. The Bruisers, Razor and Occam were aggressive in the early going, seemingly not disarmed by Erling's lingering presence above the ring. However, Shane Throne and Nick Miller fought back, fiercely showing no fear of the face of large superstars, including Throne taking the death-defying leap off the structure that held the cash cage into place onto the Authors of Pain. However, in the end, Erling still attempted to bend the rules, even while being captured above the ring. back until leaping off the thing with a leap or the throne while winning to secure prestigious Dusty Rhodes Cup. So their Authors of Pain defeated TM61 in the Dusty Rhodes finals with Paul Early suspended above the cage. DIY defeated the Arrival in a 2 out of 3 falls match to win the NXT Tag Team Championship. To say the roads off the leap to a beautiful places, especially when you do it yourself. Johnny Gargano, and Thomas Ciampa years-long journey to the NXT Tag Team Championship finally concluded at the NXT TakeOver Toronto. The Rival were able to stat as Irving capturing the ring and finding several technical victories anywhere. Could DIY overcome? But the first fall went to the Rival after a beautiful counter from Gargano, DDT into the Shattered Machine from Scott Dawson, and scoring with a running knee and a super kick combo. Dawson's head several minutes later, then after a thrilling Survivor series of exchanges, including several foul play, the Arrival with a one of the NXT Tag Team titles. And the top rope guys targeting Shane Strong's leg, and then Gargano with point to get a victory of the NXT at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, when it was a pairing duo submission holds from both members of DIY, Dash and Dawson, to win the championship and to make a dream come true. They did their way, and they did it to themselves. In the end, DIY defeated the Arrival in a 2 out of 3 falls match to win the NXT Tag Team Championship. NXT Women's Championship. The returning Mickie James took on Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship. Sometimes comeback or triumph, but magical moments are shattered by both by watching over several times against Asuka. So the venue simply hopes to survive. Mickie James returned to the WWE for the first time in 6 years to challenge the undefeated NXT Women's Champion at NXT TakeOver Toronto. The veteran James, who currently did not tremor in the face of the Empress of Tomorrow, did not prevent Asuka from assaulting Mickie James with a baggage of victory strikes. After much resistance and effort, Asuka defeated Mickie James with the Asuka lock to defeat the NXT Women's Championship, to defend the NXT Women's Championship. After the match, Mickie James offered a handshake to Asuka, but the title holder instead chose simply to raise her championship in victory, making it clear to both Mickie James and the entire NXT Women's division that the Empress' reign was far from over. So we saw it tonight. NXT Women's Champion Asuka defeated Mickie James to retain the NXT Women's Championship. In the main event, Samoa Joe defeated Shinsuke Nakamura to win the NXT Championship finally. To quote the SmackDown Live commentator Mauro Ronaldo, "Mamma Mia, the NXT Champion Shinsuke Nakamura entered Air Canada Center in glad style for visitors when welcoming him to the universe in Toronto. However, on the flip side, Samoa Joe always was all business and ready to reclaim the NXT Championship. The battle between the two warriors was an epic one. The superstars unleashed variable strikes that clearly took a physical toll of both men. In the end, after a righteous right that saw the superstar kick out of several times, signature maneuvers, Joe's first with a low blow behind the official's back. Then he slammed Nakamura onto the steel steps at ringside before finishing off the King of Style, Strong Style, with a muscle buster for the victory to become the first two-time NXT champion. So there you have it, guys. Samoa Joe defeated Shinsuke Nakamura to win the NXT championship. Samoa Joe is now a two-time NXT. So there you have it, guys. The main event: Samoa Joe defeated Shinsuke Nakamura with a Buster Buster in the main event to become the two-time NXT champion. So that is a conclude your NXT Takeover Toronto review. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at DannyParker27. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel at SouthernGuy175 or YouTube.com. I hope y'all enjoyed this NXT review for the NXT Takeover Toronto tonight. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel at SouthernGuy175 or YouTube.com. And follow me on Twitter at DannyParker27. As always, I'll be seeing y'all guys back here with the Survivor Series review for tomorrow night. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Talk to you later, guys. Have a good one.